Well, I think we are all gathered. We're all having fun. This is wonderful. And I think we're ready to start. We're ready to start?
Yep, let's rock and roll.
Perfect. All right, well, good morning and welcome. We're so happy to have all of you here. Welcome to this press conference on behalf of FilmQuest and Salt Lake Gaming Con. We're so pleased that everyone could be here, including members of the media. We thank you for your attendance. We'd also like to thank our sponsor, Megaplex, for letting us have this press conference here in the theater. This is a great venue, and we love it. We're very excited to be here. We'd also like to thank another of SLGC's sponsors, X96, and our partners, the Huntsman Cancer Foundation. We're donating a major portion of our proceeds to the Huntsman Cancer Foundation, and we're so thrilled to be able to work with them and to contribute to that cause. Our staff is especially grateful to the Greater Salt Lake area, which is our home, and we are so excited to bring our event to the Southtown Expo Center. Today, we are pleased to announce several exhibitors and guests who will be coming to the Salt Lake area for this event. We have listed our announcements in the packets given to you at the door. If you didn't receive one, please ask for one. We'll be happy to provide you with one. We will start with the announcements, and then after that is done, we will open up for questions for Salt Lake Gaming Con staff, and then FilmQuest will have a few words, and then we'll be open for pictures or questions or whatever. We'll all be around, and we're happy to talk to any of you, answer all of your questions. At this time, we would like to announce the following for Salt Lake Gaming Con. Microsoft will be in attendance at Salt Lake Gaming Con. The computer and video game industry titan will be running a booth all 3 days of the convention, and the representatives will be participating at panels at the convention. We're so excited to have Microsoft. Game developer WildWorks will be in attendance at the convention. The successful developer is well known for its production of the National Geographic Animal Jam game, which hosts over 30 million players. In addition to these and other developers, we will be announcing more at later dates. We will be making announcements for more developers and more game studios every week before the convention happens in August. We'll also be hosting a wide variety of special guests. Stephen Ogg, best known for his portrayal of Trevor Phillips in Grand Theft Auto 5, will be in attendance at our convention. We're very excited to have him. Amber Goldfarb, who portrays a wide variety of characters in the classic Assassin's Creed franchise, will also be in attendance. Elias Toufexis, also known for a wide variety of parts in the Assassin's Creed franchise, and best known for his portrayal of Adam Jensen in the Deus Ex series, will be in attendance at Salt Lake Gaming Con. Salt Lake Gaming Con is also proud to be hosting a wide variety of professional cosplayers, including Kristen Huey and Destiny Nicholson. As the convention gets closer, we'll be announcing more professional cosplayers, exhibitors, sponsors, and special guests, as I mentioned earlier. We're going to be trying to make announcements via our social media page, facebook.com/slgamingcon, as the event draws closer. Our goal is to be an interactive convention, one where everyone can have a great time. Our convention will be family friendly and feature a safe kids area that is free to all attendees with the price of admission. It will have over 10,000 square feet and will have activities such as photo ops and bouncy houses. SLGC will be featuring gaming tournaments on Friday the 7th and Saturday the 8th, all of which will have cash prizes. So far, we are featuring over 500 games and over 4,000 seats for our tournaments and attending gamers. As part of the gaming tournaments, Salt Lake Gaming Con will be hosting Utah's largest ever rock band tournament, which will have a stage where players can play in front of a live audience. We will also be hosting a League of Legends tournament, which will have a $2,500 cash prize. All gaming tournaments will be open until midnight, both Friday and Saturday. Salt Lake Gaming Con will be hosting Utah's biggest ever murder mystery game, hosted by the world's biggest murder mystery company. The game will have over 4,000 seats available, and admission will be included in the price of the ticket. Salt Lake Gaming Con will also be hosting a cosplay competition where local cosplayers can come and display their designs and outfits for professional cosplayers and judges alike. Prizes for the cosplay contest will include an all-expense-paid trip to WonderCon 2016 with a professional photographer. Salt Lake Gaming Con will have a gala Thursday night and parties running Friday and Saturday night until midnight. All of these events will be free with the price of entry into the convention. The convention will also feature a local art auction for local artisans and various panels from our special guests talking about the video game industry and a wide variety of other subjects. You may have noticed that I said included in the price of entry several times. This is because we want this convention to be one that everyone can attend and enjoy in an interactive fashion. As I said earlier, we want to be an interactive convention where everyone can have fun. Our ticket price today is $25 for a 3-day pass and $75 for a VIG or Very Important Gamer Pass. The VIG pass holders will receive a limited edition Salt Lake Gaming Con 2015 t-shirt, a limited edition Salt Lake Gaming Con lanyard, a limited edition swag bag from our sponsors, early entry onto the exhibition floor, and an exclusive VIG will call, access to a VIG lounge, and free Wi-Fi at the lounge. For those looking to participate in the gaming tournaments with their own computer equipment, another $25 to $30 will be added for the price of admission, table space, internet access, and security. Because our gaming tournaments will have cash prizes, additional entry fees may be required depending on the tournament. The convention will host games and gaming opportunities for all attendees, including those who are not necessarily entering tournaments. Again, there will be chances for interactivity and gameplay regardless of who you are, as long as you've paid to get in. The convention will be featuring a Pokemon Nintendo 3DS lounge where gamers with Nintendo 3DS systems can come and socialize, play, and compete. That is free of charge. The convention will also feature floor space and room where tabletop gamers can socialize and compete together. As stated earlier, our goal at SLGC is to provide our community with a fun, family-friendly, interactive environment where gamers can come and enjoy one another's company and can have some fun playing games together. Entertainment is the background for most of our staff, and we hope to bring that spirit and energy to the convention for all to enjoy. Tickets for the event are available at saltlakegamingcon.com. And at this time, we're going to open it up for questions. We have here Jake Williams, our founder and CEO, along with Justin, who is doing a lot of our tech management, and we will open it up for questions now. So are there any questions? Anything? Don't be shy. Yes?
So I was wondering about the tournaments for Smash Melee and Smash 4. I was wondering what the big thing that was to be announced for that was, as well as what are the prizes for winning the tournament?
We're still in the process of setting up exactly the cash payouts for that, but we are running tournaments all weekend. We're going to try to set up, I think there's one on Thursday, a smaller one, and then we're going to do a bigger one on Friday that feeds into Saturday for like a finals on it. The prize structure we're still working on, but I believe it was around, I think it was between $500 and $800 roughly on that for the actual pricing on it. Plus we've got a bunch of sponsor swag that we'll be able to throw in as well for the people on it. The person that's putting together the fighting tournaments wasn't able to make it here, but that's definitely one of the top priorities for him. We expect though Smash to be one of the biggest tournaments at the event because so many people are playing that game right now. So. Nick?
Also, how many spectators and sponsors are we looking to see at Salt Lake Gaming Con? Like what kind of sponsors, what computer companies, what technology companies are going to be going to this awesome, epic event?
Now that E3 is over, the confirmations, we've got a lot of verbal commitments as of right now, but now that E3 is over, we're going to be able to, you'll start seeing us announcing stuff almost on a daily basis, probably starting next Tuesday or Wednesday. We just got a confirmation from somebody last night, actually.
From who?
We can't say who it is yet. We can just say that they have the video game license for, how do we say it, Aaron?
I don't know, pending?
Let's just put it this way. They have the biggest license out there that's available for video games, and we should be able to announce that. They're just waiting for final say from the parent company, I guess. Yeah. They've already verbally committed. They're just getting the final approval, and that should happen in the next day or two, and it's going to be pretty mind-boggling.
Yeah. Yes.
One more thing to add is also a while back ago on our channel, we did a donation video for Salt Lake Gaming Con 2015, and together with the Huntsman Cancer Institute, you guys and Techno Warriors TV, I decided to give a cancer patient an LG G-Tab 7.0 LTE tablet. So, I mean, I couldn't have done without everybody here. To everyone, all you guys, Huntsman and Techno Warriors TV, to all my great fans and subscribers, I just want to say thank you so much, and a big round of applause for Salt Lake Gaming Con for making this epic event possible.
Yeah.
Come on, round of applause, man.
We have a question up here.
Maybe it's just me, but I'm noticing that Utah's starting to really flourish with conventions. Why a gaming convention?
So, I hate saying the story. A couple of years ago, our background is actually entertainment. We threw concerts out at Saltaire, the Complex, in the venue. We've thrown concerts for a lot of years. A couple of years ago, to kind of get like, the yin to my yang, I started playing HeroClix, which is a small little tabletop game sponsored by, it's got the Marvel and DC license. And I actually went out to Gen Con, which is a 65,000 unique visitors per year convention, and I actually won the world championship at HeroClix. And I was able to work with DC Comics and make a little Harley Quinn figure, which is amazing. It's weird to see yourself on eBay that people can buy a statue of, but in doing that though, I was then sponsored, and I was able to travel to places like WonderCon, Gen Con again, Origins, Dragon Con. I've been to conventions for the last couple of years, and then when I started talking to the game manufacturers out there, Salt Lake City is actually the top board game market in the nation. The only market that's bigger than it in the world is Germany. It's amazing to me. We talked to guys at Mayfair Games that make Settlers of Catan. They're just blown away how much product they sell out here. When we started looking at the numbers, it just kind of made sense. I was like, Gen Con, which brings $51 million to the state of Indiana every year, that's a big convention. And the fact that we're a bigger bigger board game market out here than they are, it just makes sense. And then adding the video games to it on top of that, there's a lot of people who play video games. It's the #1 entertainment market in the world.
People in Utah do not like to pre-register for events at all, whether conventions, they're rating outstanding, or whatever. What can you say to people to get them to actually pre-register for your events, and why would it be foolish for them not to?
We started the $25 ticket price because we wanted everyone to see everything that we're putting into this event. It's a very fair ticket price. I mean, that's $8 per day roughly. People will definitely get their money's worth out of it. In doing that though, our ticket sales initially we were estimating to do between 5,000 and 10,000 people just on Saturday, about 25,000 people over the weekend. Based on ticket sales right now though, we are actually expecting sellout at this point, which will be good because if we end up selling out, we'll end up being in the top 7 gaming conventions in the nation. So I would say realistically with this one, I would be really surprised if we don't sell out the week of. And when Utah is traditionally a very late market for buying tickets, unfortunately we can't fit everybody in the state into the Southtown Expo Center. We can put a lot of them, but we don't want to see people miss out on this one. Did that answer it at all? Any other questions or comments, concerns? Go ahead, Nick.
Also, will there be any, now that E3 is through, are we expecting to see a lot of like component manufacturers, like people from NVIDIA and Tech?
We have a couple of companies like that we're in talks with. They're just trying to figure out logistics to get out here for everything. Again, with E3 is the giant convention for gaming market. And like I said, now that that's over, we have like 13 different companies that we're trying to get to finalize things this next week with them to be able to announce. There's tech companies, game companies, celebrities. It's going to get really busy for us, really busy for us. So yeah, you can definitely expect to see stuff like that.
Well, thank you so much, and thank you to everyone here once again, and big thanks to Jake Williams and his team. Awesome job. We can't wait for the convention.
Just one last thing too, we're really doing our best because Salt Lake, with us being like the nerd capital of the nation right now, we rank so high in a couple of different categories. Cosplay, we're actually ranked #1, so thank you, you guys. But one thing with that though, the convention business, it's, you know, coming from concerts, we're really starting to see a lot more people go to destination type events. We're starting to see people, instead of going out to a bunch of small concerts, they're saving for the one big festival. And we're starting to see that with more people are waiting to come out to the conventions. So one thing we've really tried to do is reach out to other conventions and working with them in the state. We're really trying to push that because we want to make sure that everybody has a good time. As long as people keep having fun at conventions, they'll keep coming back to the other conventions. SaltCon, which is a great board game convention in Salt Lake City, they have a board game library, over 500 different games, and them and Fongo Bongo are actually bringing those games in for people to just sit down and play. We're doing what we can to help cultivate the nerd culture in Salt Lake City. And realistically, I don't know very many people that go to conventions that don't play games in one form or another. So we're really excited for that. As far as the tournament listings, they should start going up, I would guess, this weekend. We've got so many different things to go. We went from 2 people on staff to 14 on staff, and we keep growing. So we're definitely getting there.
Any other questions?
Hi, I am wondering how you will be running your cosplay contest. Like, will there be music? With some of the past conventions here in Utah, oftentimes there will be some technical difficulties and we won't be able to have music. And one thing that was really enjoyable with Fan X is the judges explained why they chose each one of the winners, and that was very helpful for people so they could continue to improve with their costumes, and it was just really cool how they did that. So how will you be running yours is what I'm
let me answer the first part of that, then we'll actually hand off to the Nerds of Play, which are here. But basically, with our background being concerts, we have a lot of experience with technical things, with stage shows, with setups like that. That's second nature to us. So we're gonna do everything we can to actually make the make it as enjoyable for everybody else. Because presentation is big, we can just put people up there in cosplay, but that doesn't do nearly as much without the presentation behind it to make it feel good. The other thing too is the cosplay contest is from 6 to 9 on Friday, and then from about 9 to 9:15 we're going to turn the room, and then we actually have a giant free cosplay party that's included in the ticket price that goes till midnight, that we can put about 5,000 people roughly in there. So we just want to make sure that we do as much as we can to include stuff in the price, because we want people to be able to experience everything. That's really the goal with this here. So as far as like the categories and that, let me hand it off real quick to Nerds of Play.
One of the categories that they're going to have is going to be a Deadpool and Harley Quinn category, as you see them all the time.
The best Deadpool and the best Harley Quinn will compete for some pretty character-appropriate prizes. And the way that we're going to run this contest is it's cosplayers putting on the contest, so we know what it's like to sit there and wait. So we're going to try to make it as efficient as humanly possible. So. And we have a background in entertainment, so I think we can get it off with, without a hitch, really.
I also wanted to point out that as far as doing skits and things like that, we're definitely going to schedule that into time slots. So if people do want to do music, if they want to put on a performance, we're going to try and accommodate for a lot of different things like that. We are going to have a limited amount of people who can enter that will save on time, especially with the event after the contest. So if you are interested in the cosplay contest, make sure to enter early, because like I said, it'll be limited. That will cut down, time on, well, not cut down, but it'll allow us better time for the judges to have more time to judge appropriately, to really look at the costumes and the effort and get explanations from you on what you've done. Because the big problem we found is that, judges will come along and they'll kind of glance over and be like, oh, okay, and then move on. And we've put so much time and effort and hours and blood, sweat, and tears into our costumes. We want to make sure that the judges are looking at all of those things and really appreciating that. And we'll definitely take into consideration and hope that the judges will explain why, because that's always a great thing to hear, why they chose who they did, again, so that we can improve our own costumes and projects.
And one more thing, we will be announcing the winners at the after party in like a prom style. So they'll be able to come up and, show off a little bit. And your judges are going to be people you probably know from the community. So, I mean, it'll just be local. So you'll be able to, hopefully you have good terms with them so they don't rush you. They know, what goes into it. So they're professionals. So, yeah.
Any other questions, or does that answer most of them here?
Just have one more about the Smash tournaments for Melee specifically. Do you know the tournament rules?
I'm a tabletop gamer, and I play Mortal Kombat. I don't play Smash Brothers. But that's stuff that we'll get all of that stuff figured out here. Watch that announcement probably this weekend on our page.
When we announce the registration for the Smash Brothers, we will have a set of rules with it. So when you register, you'll know what, and then by registering, you'll be accepting all those rules as well.
Like no elbowing the guy next to you, that type of thing. And just one last thing on this. We know that this is a community effort. We've put a lot of time into this, and we're really putting a lot of work into this event. But we know that it takes a lot of people. That's why we've reached out to so many people to help us out with this. You will see this in about another week and a half, 2 weeks. X96 has already been amazing on the coverage. KSL, their coverage, their marketing help in about 2 weeks starts. They're a big partner of ours. Reagan Billboards, there's going to be 75 billboards up around town, so there's not going to be a way people won't hear about this event in another couple of weeks. The coverage is going to be pretty amazing on that. Likewise, too, we're about ready to open up volunteer registration as well, so if you guys do want to help out, we've got quite a bit of perks. We just want to make sure that we know your time is valuable. We just want to make sure that you get the most out of your time that was worth it for you to help us out. So, any other questions? Or
do you know what days the voice actors will be there, preferably Trevor, Phil?
Some of them are coming in Thursday, some of them are going to be there just Friday and Saturday, and we'll get the schedules posted probably in the next, give us about a week and a half or so roughly to get the actual schedules up for everybody.
Anything else? Is that everything?
All right, great. Okay. Well, thank you so much. We appreciate it. We'll turn the time over to FilmQuest.